Hey guys, what's up? This video is not going to be about English pronunciation or something. In this video, I am going to share with you some of my own experience about US visa interview. So first things first, I want to give you a little bit background about myself. So I used to live in America for 2 years as an au pair, and in order to do that, I had to get the visa, right? But unfortunately, I did not get the visa for the first time. I had to go to the embassy twice for my visa interviews, and for the second time, I passed. So my American dream came true. So today I would like to share with you some of my own experience on how to get J1 visa. Okay, there's one thing you need to know before you go for a US interview. Right? You have to approve the embassy three things. The first thing is that your purpose to go to that country, right? So why do you want to go to America? To study, to work, or just to travel, right? So you need to prove them that your purpose of your travel, right? And the second thing is you have to prove that you have money to go there. And number three is that I think it is the most important thing, is that you have to prove them that you are going to go back after your trip. For example, you go there to study. So after you study, you have to prove them that you want to come back to Vietnam, not stay there. So those are three things that are really important that you have to keep in mind before you go for the interviews. So I'm going to tell you about my actual interviews that I had, two interviews. The first time I went for the interview, right? So my first interview lasted for only less than a minute. So I was asked four questions actually. So the first question the officer asked me was, what's your name? So I said, my name is Shim. So, and what do you do? I am an English teacher. And how long have you been working as an English teacher? And I said, I've been working as an English teacher for more than 3 years. And he said, so why do you want to become an au pair, right? And I said, because I want to improve my English, right? And then he said, I am so sorry. And I was so upset and I did not know why my visa was rejected. I did not know the reason. But a month later, I came back and I got the visa. And my second interview lasted for like 45 minutes. It was so long. I was so happy that I got it. And when I think about it, I told him the reason I wanted to go to America to become an au pair, right? And I said I wanted to improve my English, which doesn't really make sense because I was working as an English teacher for more than 3 years. So my English at the time was good enough, you know. So the reason I gave him was to improve my English was not really a good reason though. So yeah, to be honest, I wanted to improve my English, but maybe I should have said it in a different way. Maybe for because I want to travel, because I want to experience America, and also I love children, you know, and this is great opportunity to go there to work and to learn at the same time. Yeah, so I should have said that. But I learned the lesson, and the second time I came back, I added more documents and I did more practice, right? And my second interview lasted for 40 minutes. Yeah, 40 or 45 minutes. It was really long. So I was asked the same questions like, what's your name? I said, my name is Shim. So what do you do? And I said, at the time, actually, I was an educational consultant as my main job, and I was teaching English as a side job. So I said, I am an educational consultant and I am also working as English teacher, right? So I said, how long have you been working as this job? And I said, for more than a year. And because I also love teaching English, and when I teach English, I realized that I really wanted to learn about American culture. So I really want to learn that And then when I go back, and I can teach my student not only English but also about American culture. And that is true. It's really true because I was very passionate about it. And I told him, I explained it to him, to the consular, to the officer, right? And he said, I think the answer was pretty satisfactory. So, I saw a smile on his face. So he did not ask me any further questions about my job. And after that, he asked me about my host family, right? So, how do you know about host family? I said, so I work with one agency in the United States, and then we met through them and we talked. We communicated via Skype and emails, So we figured that we are a good match. So they really wanted to host me, and I really want to go there to work for them and to help them take care of their children. And they asked me more information about the kids. So the family had two boys, and I'm not gonna mention their names here, but they have two boys, and I know their names, their age, and their schedule. So I told him that, and he asked me, so do you know what you are going to do there? And I said, yeah, I do. So my job is going to help the host families take care of the kids, and at the same time I get to go to school. I really understood my responsibilities and my rights. So I told him about that, and he did not ask me any further question. And then after that, he asked me about my life, like how long have you been living in Vietnam? And I said, in Hanoi, I'm sorry, in Hanoi. And I said, about 6 years. And he said, so where were you born? And I said, I was born in Nghệ An. So, and then he went, but you put in your DS 160 that you was born, your hometown is in Hanoi, you was born in Hanoi. And I said, oh, I am so sorry, that was my mistake. I was born in Nghệ An, not in Hanoi. I was born in Nghệ An, and I came to Hanoi for study and for work. So I have been staying here for 6 years. And I said, okay. And I said, I'm so sorry about that. That was my mistake. And I showed him, I can see in my passport here. I have my passport here, but he said, it's okay. He did not look at my passport or my birth certificate. And then I said, and then he told me to wait for 20 minutes. I think, he needed to check on something. I don't know, about the information or something. And then 20 minutes later, he called me back. He said, do you have any more questions? And I said, no, but actually, yes. One question. So, do you give me the visa? It was so funny because at the time, I did not know why I asked him that question. It was not very polite because, it was not really polite. And I said, do you give me the visa? I should have asked like, may I ask if you can grant me the visa or something like that? And he went, just answer my question yes or no. Do you have any more questions? And I said, no, I don't. And then after that, he signed in the DS 2019 and gave it back to me and said that, okay, so when you get on the airplane, don't forget to bring this paper with you. And I said, oh my God, which means that I got the visa, right? So if you go to the US Embassy, if you get the visa, they're going to keep your passport, and then they're going to stick the visa in the passport, and then they're going to ship it to you 2 days later, 2 or 3 days later. So 2 days later, I got my passport with the US visa in it. And then probably like 2 weeks later, 2 weeks after that, I was on the airplane going to Virginia. So yeah. My life totally changed after that. I had a great time in America. And right now I think it's like my second home. I really want to go back to visit everyone there. Yeah, so that is really, really good experience. I would love to go there. That's my own experience. So just my advice is only prepare all the documents that you could. And then prepare yourself, be confident, be passionate about what you are going to do, and tell them with all of your passion. Show them your enthusiasm and show them your passion and show them what kind of person you are. And don't just answer the question in a plain way. Just answer them and be passionate about it, so they understand. So I did that for the second time because I said, okay, so this is my second time and I'm gonna do it. I don't know if I'm gonna get the visa or no, but I'm gonna do it no matter what. If I don't get the visa, I know that's my last chance, so I know, and I'm not gonna get upset or anything. But yeah, fortunately I got it, and it was I had a blast in America, and it was the best time of my life. So yeah, if you had any more questions about US visa interview and you want to ask me more, please drop a comment below, and I will answer. Okay, so thank you so much for watching my video as usual, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Have a good day.